Thank you guys for everything. A few things I want to cover today, all right? First of all, I have a question to pose to all of you who were here on the pre-stream, all right? So listen up, everybody. As you guys have noticed, the past couple of months, I've been using overlays on my stream chat, and I want to say, no, not stream chat, excuse me, my streams in general, my gameplay content, okay? I want to give a special shout out to Faded Bot, who's the person who made those overlays for me. Usually they were just red and black, but he just this week made ones that are blue and black, okay? Now I have a question for you. Okay, everyone, take a look. Let me go ahead and take a look.
Hello, everybody. What's up?
So here we go. So as you can see, we got the overlay on the top of the screen, and we've got the overlay around my webcam. In general, the feedback has been tremendously positive. Most people say this looks good. They like this now. It makes the streams look a lot more professional. But I have had some criticism. And by the way, I'm going to update. I know I have to put the death counter up there. It's 41 deaths for Dark Souls 3 so far. I have gotten some criticism saying that people actually like it better when it looks like this instead of this. So some people are saying that having that line at the top of the screen is intrusive, and they wish that I wouldn't have that line, that instead it would be just the words like this.
Now remember, I got hair in my mouth.
Remember that's how I used to have it. Okay, I used to always have it like that. I'm going to add death counter right now. .41 deaths. I'll start off with the right number here so I don't screw it up. I used to have it like this all the time, but when I added this line, people actually started to like it and said, wow, that looks more professional. It's got a little animation, you know, and actually separates that stream stats leaderboard area from the gameplay, so it's not distracting, okay? So some people like it and some people don't, all right? So in general, now I'm going to ask, do you guys like the overlays? Do you like having the overlay stuff on the stream, or would you prefer it if I didn't have the line like that? What do you think is better? All right, and I'm curious to hear people's opinions in the stream chat. Some people say it blocks stuff. That's true, but in general, most games it doesn't affect anything. Like the stuff it blocked isn't important. In Street Fighter V, it blocks your points and shit. Like it doesn't block anything that's like insignificant to most of the games that I'm playing. If it does, what I do is instead of doing that line, I do this line, which I'll show you right now. I do this sometimes for Street Fighter. See? So it's shorter, so that way if there's stuff in the corners, like for example when I play the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, in the corners has the names of the players, so I do this instead, and it becomes a little bit more streamlined, right? Well, it doesn't seem like there's an agreement. It seems like some people really like it, okay? Some people really like it and want me to keep it. Some people are like, keep the middle line. And then some people are like, I don't like it at all. There's no agreement. Third Eye the Third, that sounds ridiculous. He says, put the subs, cheers, and tips in bullet point form on top or bottom of your webcam. You're going to have the whole screen here. You have my webcam and then a bunch of text above and below the webcam. That sounds stupid. And I don't care how other professional streamers do it at all. I want to get my own thing going so that it looks good. I don't care about another professional streamer. Here's how they do it. Just because everyone has a bandwagon doesn't mean you have to jump on the bandwagon. That's why I'm asking you guys what's the better way to do it. Not how does everyone else do it. I want to know what's the better way to do it. I think that's terrible. I wouldn't want text above or below my webcam intrusive to the gameplay. At least up there, it's not intruding on any gameplay. Look, it's the edge of the fucking screen. Most people aren't looking there anyway, right? So, see, some people say I like this one for all games, but here's the thing. Here's the problem. Right now, take a look. There's no top cheerer. There's no top tipper. Within a couple minutes here, I'm going to add that information, and it's going to already reach past the bar, and it's going to go over it, which is why I use this one. Because this one fills the whole screen. That way it could stretch the entirety of the screen. In fact, frequently, it does go way longer than what you see there for the shorter version. So, yeah, I think that, in my opinion, all right, in my opinion, I think that that is good, and I've liked it, and in general, most people have liked it, But I have been getting a few people saying, oh, but just get rid of the line entirely. If you want me to get rid of the line entirely, sure, I can do that. But, you know, I think the overlay's been a positive for the streams. Like I said, I think it makes it more professional. It doesn't look intrusive to have that up there versus this. Now you've got just text lingering there, and if there is stuff over there, like for example, when you play Street Fighter V, it has the win counter and numbers, and having letters and numbers on top of other numbers that doesn't look good in my opinion. You know what I mean? So there you go. All right. So thanks for your opinions. I'm gonna keep asking. Maybe when we start with gameplay, I'll ask again because right now there's only about 200 people I think on the stream, but of course there'll be way more people joining later. Okay. All right. So that was number one. Number two, guys. Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, I have a new TV. And I didn't really talk about this the past couple of days because I didn't want to get people all, you know, only talking about it or whatever. It's a new TV. It's a TCL. In fact, you know what? I can take a picture of it. I can take a picture of it right now and post it on my Instagram. It's much smaller than the one I had. The one that I had previously, the LG, I think was like 55 or 60 inches. So it was like huge, like way too big for this office. This TV is much smaller. In fact, I could look up the stats for you guys in just a moment. Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture. Here we go. My new TV and PS4 Pro are now part of my setup. Many thanks to the fans who contributed to make this happen. There you go. Okay. I'll look up the stats. Oops. I clicked Facebook. I don't want to fucking go to Facebook. Fuck no. Yeah, it's the TCL 4 series, 49-inch 4K Ultra HD TV. $300 on Amazon. So it's a good one. It's a good TV because I looked it up and I did a little bit of research, and from what I found out, this TV has really good response time. And for a gaming TV, it's actually rated quite highly. Hold on. I had stuff blocking the corner of the TV. I couldn't fucking see it. Yeah, it's 49 inches. My old TV was, I believe it was like 55 or bigger. It might have been 60 inches. And it was way too big for this office. This TV, honestly, I think fits the office way better. It's perfect. Like, I'm staring straight at it, and there's no issues with... Like some people say that the reason the TCL TVs suck is because if you're at an angle, you can't see anything. Well, guess what? I'm never going to be at an angle with this TV. Ever. Not once will that happen. I'll be sitting straight on, you know, looking at it. So, it's fine. I see no glare whatsoever. No issues with color or anything. Response time seems good. Is it any better or worse than my old TV? I don't know. And there was factually no way to tell. My old LG TV, I've researched for years online. There's zero information about input delay and or response time on this fucking TV. I'm not even kidding. Like, you can't find it. Back then, when that TV was new, which I think was like 2011 or 2012, there was like no data. It was so bizarre. It wasn't until recently that people have started to look for good response time in televisions. I guess always it was monitors up to then, but now people are starting to care about televisions. And so it was like no data on that old LG TV. I could never tell if it was delayed or not. Okay. So anyway, yeah. It seems like it's a good TV. I'm hoping that it'll have better response time than my old one. It definitely doesn't have any dead pixels, and that's the good thing. My old one had dead pixels and stuff on it. And let's face it, that old TV I had used for the greater part of 7 years, every single fucking day, for 8+ hours. So TVs are not meant to be used that much. They're just not. You know what I mean? I'm incredibly surprised that TV didn't have a problem, like didn't break or something. So we'll see how this one goes. I remember when I bought that other TV, it was like $800-900. This one was $300. So wow, how things have changed in a few years. You know, it's only 5 inches smaller, but it's like only $300, right? That's way different. Now, here's the thing. Some people say, oh, well, you know, you could have got a better TV because you should have got the 6 series of TCL, or you should have got a higher grade one. I looked into it, and from what I'm to understand, at least from what I researched, there are better TVs, but the only reason they're better is because if you're going to be watching like 4K movies on the TV, or like I said, if you want to look at the TV from an angle on the side and have it still look good, then it matters. But for my purposes, none of that matters. Like, I will never be watching a 4K movie on this television. It's only for gaming, for my streaming. So there's zero reason to have a television that has those capabilities and to pay extra money. I mean, some of them are like hundreds of dollars more for features I'm never going to use. Okay? So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think this is going to be perfect for my uses. The other thing is it's not relatively too expensive, which is good.
You know, like I said, it was actually a viewer who, you know, had donated the funds to get this TV and said directly, you have to use these funds for a TV. I said, okay, I'll do that.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
All of that, baby. Do that, baby, too.